Good morning, St. Francis, and good morning, people of God. It is Friday, the 21st day of October, 2022, Friday of the 29th week of the year. This morning, I am coming to you from Washington, D.C., actually from the campus of Catholic University. There is the Basilica of the Shrine of the Immaculate Conception, the church with the longest name in the world. Right behind me, Catholic University is over here. I am here for a number of meetings. There's Mullen Library. This is my alma mater, and I'm here for a number of meetings today with alumni officials and things like that. That is the great West Front, and that is where I graduated with my doctorate, as well as my bachelor's degree. So greetings from Washington, D.C. this morning and Catholic University. The readings for today on this Friday of the 29th week of the year, Ephesians continues with Paul's great admonition to bear with each other. As again, if we are going to truly be believers and we're truly going to walk through this world as believers and as people who are connected in a relationship with God and with one another, it means that we bear with each other, that we work with kindness, meekness, gentleness, patience, all these kinds of things that give an example of what it means to be people within this world who march to a different tune, march to a different drummer, and who are about creating relationships that build up and move people forward and allow for hope and healing and mercy and forgiveness to become ways of life rather than just exceptions to the life that we live today. It's one of the great admonitions that Paul gives in the letter to the Ephesians. And again, why the letter to the Ephesians is such a positive view and such a positive spin and turn on what it means to be a part of the Christian movement, what it means to be a part of the life of God, the life of Christ, in this world. In the gospel today, Jesus says something very bluntly. It's like, and again, if you can understand, the ways in which weather changes and the ways in which things that we see coming in the world because of the way in which we live in this world. If it's so easy to know when it's going to rain or when it's going to storm or when it's going to be sunny or when to plant crops or when to do this or when to do that, why is it that we are so blind at times, to the other realities of this world that are perhaps even more powerful than the changing of the seasons and the changing of times? And again, this is where kind of Jesus is getting at the Pharisees and trying to tell them again that they are aware of so many things, and yet they are missing out on the fact of God present in their midst in a dynamic and powerful and wonderful and beautiful and glorious way, because they are so stuck in their obstinacy. They are so stuck in their feeling and their belief that this is the only way that things can be, and they cannot be any more, they cannot be any different. Again, if we think only in those ways, if we are locked only in those ways, only in one way of thinking, then we will miss on so much that God is trying to show us that is different, that is new, that is powerful, that is that's transformative, that allows us to see the more about ourselves that God knows that we can see and that God wants us to be able to see, so that we move forward in life, so that we become more of who and what God asks us to be and God has created us to be. To be locked only in the moment, to be locked only in what is routine and what is normal and what is everyday and commonplace, we may lose out on the wonder and the beauty of all that God is trying to show and reveal to us, of the wonder and beauty of ourselves and the wonder and beauty of this world in which we live. Trying something different, being something different, working at something different allows perhaps God to be able to be more revealed and more known and more experienced in our own lives. And may the Lord give you his peace.